Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to just remind you that no matter what you're going through, if you are finding your reality challenging, if things aren't going well for you, I want to remind you that everything is going to be okay and everything is going to work out in your favor because it always does. You may not be able to see it now, but it will become clear soon. And I also wanted to give you a very gentle technique that you can use if you are finding your reality is too much, you're in resistance to it, and it's just overwhelming and you're not knowing what to do. This technique can really help. So that's what we're doing today. Stick around. My name is Hedley Dorenzi and I'm here to help you deepen your understanding of the law of assumption and how you can use it to have the reality that you want to experience and live the movie that you want to live. If you would like coaching, I am available for one-to-one law of assumption coaching, and I also have a free 21 days set yourself up with the ultimate self-concept course. You'll find those details in the box below this video or at my website youaretheone.com.au. But for now, let's get into it. If you are experiencing a reality that is a little bit challenging, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling like you're in resistance to what is, and you feel like you're kind of resisting the resistance, which can happen as well, where something's happening and you don't want it to be happening, but you know you're resisting, and then you're resisting the resisting, and then you're catching yourself up in a crazy loop, then I wanted to offer this to you to let you know and remind you that no matter what is happening right now, no matter what you're feeling, no matter what you're experiencing, no matter what you're resisting, everything is going to be okay. You are going to be okay because you are okay. I know it doesn't feel like that in this moment, but you are the star of your movie, whether you know it or not. You're always the star. You are in your own movie, having your own experience, and this is an adventure. It's not always a pleasant one. It's not always an easy one. But part of this awakening process is to learn to be super gentle with yourself when you're in these moments where things are not what you want them to be. The key here is to not abandon yourself, to not leave yourself, to not want to kind of escape from yourself. The key here is to become even more present and available to yourself. Now, a lot of us have not known how to do that because we weren't taught that, because our caregivers weren't taught that. So they didn't know how to give us that when we were having these experiences. They didn't know how to be there for us, so we didn't learn. So we learned the best way was to disconnect and kind of escape from reality and go elsewhere where it's less painful. That sense of disassociation or disconnection from body. We kind of just disappear, and what we do in that moment is we abandon ourselves. And we have been doing that for a long time. And part of coming into these teachings is this reconnection with self. And reconnection with self means that you stay with yourself during the times where you don't want to, where you want to fly off and go somewhere else. You don't want to be with reality. You don't want to stay in this reality because this reality is painful and unpleasant. But that's where you got to stay. You have to stay with yourself, and you have to learn how to just hold yourself through the discomfort and the pain and the emotional upheaval and the purging. And one of the ways that I have learned to do that for myself, a little bit of a breeze here, I thought that was Dora. You'll see that my, this is not a real rainbow if you thought it was. Anyway, one of the techniques that I have used very successfully, I would hold myself, and I still do this to this day when I'm feeling off or I'm feeling like things have just got too much. I will wrap my arms around me and I will give myself a rub. And I would encourage you to try this, because this is such a nourishing thing to do for yourself, because it's kind of like sending this to yourself that everything's going to be okay. I'm here for you. I've got you. Whatever you're feeling is fine. Because a lot of us have learned that what we're feeling is not okay. So we're kind of resisting the negative, unpleasant feelings as if, you know, it's not okay to feel those things, and then we're in resistance to them and we're trying to push them away, and that only makes us feel worse. So if you're feeling bad and you don't want to be feeling what you're feeling, wrap yourself up with your arms and give yourself a nourishing, nurturing rub, and then say to yourself the kindest, most loving things that you can possibly think to say to yourself. I am here for you. I will never leave you. Whatever you are feeling is okay. Feel it all. You are safe. You are enough. You are beautiful. I love you. I'm here for you. I will never leave you. I will never abandon you. It doesn't matter whatever you're feeling. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. You are safe to feel whatever you are feeling in this moment right now. It doesn't matter. I love you unconditionally. I'm here for you. I'll always be here for you. You can always rely on me. I will always support you no matter what you're going through. And say these things as you're continuing to give yourself this nurturing rub. It feels so good. And I have used this technique many, many, many times when things just feel like they're just overwhelming or they're too much. It just calms the nervous system down. And it just calms everything down. It calms my thoughts down, it calms my mood down, and it just sort of brings everything into a much slower, calmer, gentler pace. And that's what we have to learn how to do with ourselves through this. Law of assumption is not the magic button that is going to suddenly make your movie the most amazing movie that it's ever been. This is a process of awakening. You're waking up from a deep sleep where you'd forgotten who you are and you thought that reality was happening to you. And yes, in the initial moments, that's exciting, that's amazing, because suddenly the impossible is possible, and it's true, and it is, and you can have the most amazing movie that you've ever dreamed of, and you can have everything that you want, and you can be whoever you want, and you can do all the things that you've always wanted to do. Everything is possible. That is always true. And these teachings are simple and profound, yet simple. Easy? Not always. There are going to be days that are not as easy as others. There are going to be days that feel a lot harder than others. And that is the nature of this awakening. And your challenge to yourself is to hold yourself and stay with yourself and love yourself and appreciate yourself during the moments where you don't feel good, where you don't want to play the game, where you don't want to go on this adventure, where you don't want to show up for yourself. Even if you don't want to show up for yourself, you can still show up for yourself, and you can say, I don't want to show up for myself right now, and that's okay. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. You don't have to show up right now. There's nothing for you to do. It's okay for this to suck. It's okay to not want what's happening. It's okay to be in resistance. It's okay. Everything's okay, and everything is going to be okay, because regardless of what you're feeling right now, you are always and forever the star of your movie. You are the infinite I am. And you will always be able to find your way out of whatever is happening, because what is happening is actually here to help you. It's helping you awaken, and sometimes we just take a little bit longer to figure that out and to realize, oh yeah, I forgot that this is my awakening, that I'm waking up to my I amness, and this is not always a comfortable experience. It's just like growing. When babies are growing, they will cry and cry and cry. It's not an easy process to go through for anybody. And I cried a lot. You know, I'm tall, I'm 6'1". I had a lot of growing to do, and I can tell you, I did not like that process. So I have absolutely had to learn this technique, and I wanted to share it and offer it with you so that you can use it in your life as well, because there will be days where you don't want to show up for yourself, and that's okay. You still can hold yourself and love yourself through that no matter what, and that is going to set you up for an even better 24-hour cycle, the next 24-hour cycle, and it gets easier and easier and easier and easier. Yeah, so everything is going to be okay, even when it feels like it's not. So I hope that helps. Please take care of yourself, and always remember that you are the amazing, incredible, powerful creators of your reality. You are the superstar of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actor in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you. Assume the best for everyone in your movie too, and you will have an amazing life. And this is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you much, much love. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I'd love to have you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.